such an honor for me to present our research finding entitled Pathogenic and Likely Pathogenic Variants in Familial Breast Cancer and the implication of cancer genetic counseling in patients and healthy family members, a study of 53 Indonesian familial cancer cases. So Indonesia now is facing the cancer problem. 1 in 270 people suffer from cancer, and this number increased by 5% from 2020. As we can see, the breast cancer prevalence is about 30%, positioning this cancer as the most frequent cancer in females. Breast cancer is associated with hereditary predisposition and highly related causes of mortality in Indonesian women. Yet, predisposing gene variants have been understudied. Recently, targeted sequencing, which is focused on a specific part of genomic areas, particularly when using multi-gene panels, allows susceptibility identification and variance investigation. And together with the appropriate cancer genetic counseling can benefit patients to get personalized treatment and preventive strategies for healthy relatives. However, it is still challenging to implement in developing countries such as Indonesia. So this study, we investigated the pathogenic and likely pathogenic variants in Indonesian familial breast cancer and how the implication of cancer genetic counseling in affected and unaffected subjects. So we collected blood samples from 153 subjects who were 55 patients and 98 healthy family members coming from 53 familial cancer families. The gene variants were confirmed using TrueSeq hereditary cancer 113 gene panel, and genetic counseling was performed 30 to 60 minutes each prior to and after genetic testing to all respondents. We also assessed the subject's psychosocial problems by using the psychosocial aspect of hereditary cancer questionnaires. As the result, we can see 46 of patients, or 75% from subjects, were breast cancer, and we detected 13 likely pathogenic gene variants, and BRCA1 and 2 pathogenic variants were found in 6 breast cancer patients that comes from 3 families, and from those 3 families, 2 are being hereditary BRCA1 and 2. In the other hand, these pathogenic variants were detected in patients and healthy family members. And other 6 pathogenic and 5 likely pathogenic variants were also detected. So in this demographic table, we could see the youngest patients was detected at age 20, and 4 patients were at 35 and younger. 66% patients has a breast cancer history in family. So in this table, all young patients were having likely pathogenic gene variants, and interestingly, the type was non-BRCA 1 or 2 genes. And for the positive breast cancer family history, breast cancer patients have half ratio of having BRCA1 and 2 variants than non-BRCA. So this table shows the type of pathogenic variants detected in our breast cancer patients. And coming to the result of the assessment of the psychosocial aspect of hereditary cancer using PAHC questionnaire in the familial cancer patients and their healthy family members, so we obtained about 91% subjects were concerned about the presence of pathogenic variants. However, 86% were not concerned about undergoing genomic examination and genetic counseling. And even though about 77% were concerned about the result of genetic examination, only about 33% choose to undergo genetic counseling to handle and deal with their conditions. So it indicates the understanding from subjects about the benefit of cancer genetic counseling is still need to improve in the patients and their healthy family members that comes from the familial cancer patients, particularly because they are high-risk population. So this example, this is showing the pedigree from 2 breast cancer families with hereditary BRCA1 and 2. In the right pedigree, we can see 2 twin sisters with the breast cancer diagnosed has BRCA2 pathogenic variants, along with 1 daughter, healthy daughter at 40 years old, that having 3 children, 2 are girls. And the other side, 2 sisters with the breast cancer were detected also having BRCA1 pathogenic variants, and one of the healthy daughter is carrier. Now she is 22 years old and single. And when we did the post-test genetic counseling, she chose to do it separately from her mother and auntie. So these are some education tools that we use during the cancer genetic counseling, and we are developing online cancer genetic counseling tool to expand patients and family reach, particularly at high risk, to reach the cancer genetic counseling service in Indonesia. So coming to the conclusion, this finding confirm the 13 pathogenic and likely pathogenic variants in familial breast cancer in Indonesia. BRCA1 and 2 pathogenic variants were detected in 6 breast cancer patients from 3 families, with 2 being hereditary BRCA1 and 2. All breast cancer patients at age 35 years old and under has pathogenic and likely pathogenic variants, but interestingly not BRCA1 and 2 gene. And for the positive breast cancer family history, breast cancer patients have half ratio of having BRCA1 and 2 variant than non-BRCA. About 86% of pancreatic cancer patients and healthy family members were not concerned about undergoing genomic examination and genetic counseling, even though they are at high risk of being cancer population. Therefore, the implication of cancer genetic counseling related to high and low penetrance, for example, in BRCA, we know that it's having the high penetrance. It will be different counseling also when we deal with the patient and also the family, healthy family member. It's strongly needed to deal with the appropriate management. So these are actually our follow-up plans. First one is to contribute to the implementation of the cancer genetic examination and counseling service system through cooperation with the government, partner companies, and other related parties, development of an online cancer genetic counseling product prototype to expand patients and family reach, and the last one to product socialization to encourage the implementation of genetic counseling with genetic examination in practitioners and health institutions to achieve appropriate treatment for patients and earlier prevention in families at risk. So I would like to thank for all research team work, collaborators, and also research funding from Indonesian government. Last but not the least, let's prevent cancer in the family with early counseling and genetic screening. Thank you.